Greetings and welcome to my excellent World of Tanks video. Please subscribe and like the video and comment. Now I hope you enjoy this because this is actually a pretty cool story. Last night, my friend, he's known as Wrong Way. The name is another story. But he contacted me. He wanted to work on he wanted me to team up with him so that we could work on a specific section of the Eagle contract. And that is the part where you get double your damage of your hit points in damage. So he had to do double the damage of whatever hit points he had. If he had 750 hit points, he had to do 1,500 damage or more 3 times. So he got that, and we switched. And then when he was done with that, he was just doing it for the small items that you get, boosters and what have you, and 3 days of premium. After he finished that, he dumped out of that contract and jumped into Smooth Man. So he and I were both, I was already doing Smooth Man. So he jumped in on that one. And so we're running tier 4s at that point. That's the lowest level you can run. And if you have the right tanks, that's the most efficient level that you can play those matches on to achieve those stage goals. So we were doing that. We had some great matches in all of those. You know, he had a couple of MVPs, I had a couple. But I'm going to show you the main game. I'm going to show you is the final game we played. That was an awesome game, but I have to show you the setup kind of right before it, so you can. I want you to be able to compare A to B. So in all those matches, I was using my A32, which is a super fast medium. I made a video about this tank, A32 super tank. It's a super tank. Now, super tank is a little misleading. It doesn't mean it's invincible, but it does mean that it has an attribute that is kind of above and beyond things of its tier level. Could be a better gun, like the Slayer, which has a monster cannon. It could be, let me think, a tank that has a monster armor. The Freedom has a killer armor for a medium tank. It bounces shots like all over the place. Things like that. Things that are just blatantly better than most of the stuff of its tier. The Thresher's armor is really good for a tier 3 tank. Stuff like that. Well, the A32 is extremely fast. This dude is configured and it rolls 80. As a medium tank, it rolls 80. This is light tank speed, but you get medium tank armor. Or at least, it's not full medium tank armor, but it would be considered a light medium or a heavy light tank. Tomato, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to show you the end of a match we played that was right before the final game. And both of these are really pretty awesome. Alright, this is going to be showing you the last about a minute or so of this match. 2-on-2. And that is, which guy was that? That was the Stug. So there's now one guy left. Nailed that guy, but he killed my partner. Not Wrong Way, he was already dead. He killed the last guy on my team. So now it's him and me. I have a little more hit points than he does. But this is the end of this match that we played. And here I'm giving him the business, as they say, with my super fast medium. I'm going to butcher him like a light tank. Alright, and that's it. He's toast. And the victory screen will show this. You know, I finished this game as MVP. And that was a good MVP, 3 kills, you know, but it wasn't super awesome. It was just a very good result. You might as well get the whole music, man. Alright, now this is the match that followed immediately after the one you just saw. So this is mines. I'm in the 832, so I'm the fastest guy, really. So I get to the top of the mines to start spotting. Wrong way is in his needle, which is what he was in the last match, but I just wanted to show you the end of that match. So I got to the top of the mines, and I'm king of the hill now, literally. So I was trying to, you know, keep my eyes on these guys to see what's up. No action there. There we go. There's a dummy. So this guy comes around, and I see him, and he's like, okay. Wrong way tells me he's getting shot by him. I'm like, well, this guy's toast. He completely missed me, and I completely annihilate him. And you can see wrong way is right there in front of me in the center of the screen. That's him. Right in the center of the screen is wrong way. So he was able to duck out because he was being lit up by that sniper that I killed. And I was going in there to inconvenience these guys. But they tagged me hard. So now, actually, let's go to the wrong way. He is the needle. There he is. He has killed 2 already. Doug is in trouble. Stug is dead. But we're losing this game. And it's not getting better. We were -2, now we're -3 guys. Excellent shot. Nice kill. Back to -2. He's hanging the team in there with the needle. Now, one of the things you're going to learn, back to -3, if you don't know this already, there's something I call, yeah, he didn't like the positioning he was in. I told him, you know, he could head north through the water, swing around from the ramp by the mine. So I was watching his rear to make sure he was safe. Yeah, he just annihilated that guy, that Matilda. But I was watching, there's a sniper behind him, as you can see. But that sniper has no shot, so I warned him about the sniper, and that if he stayed to the right, he'd be fine. Which he was fine. So this is what happens when you're dead. You can come and help your partner or any one of your partners in your platoon by giving them information that they can't easily get. Like, you know, they're clear behind, for example. So he makes the big swing. We're still down 2, now we're down 1. But he's hanging in there with the needle. And the thing I was going to tell you is that certain tanks are tanks that I designate as difference makers. The needle is a potential difference maker. Now, just because you have a difference maker tank, it doesn't mean it's always going to make the key difference. It just has it's good enough to give you the chance to do it. And the Needle in a tier 4 match is one of those tanks. And there's a lot of tanks that fit that description. My A32 in a tier 4 match fits that description. Actually, I was in a tier 5 that last match. And the guy I killed at the end was a tier 5 Japanese medium. This is the tier 4, right? Yes, this is a tier 4 match. So in a tier 4 match, this dude is a big dog. So this is a difference maker. That guy can't even damage him. Panzer 1C does not have the capability to really harm. He put the brakes on and he mashed him. That artillery was just nailing him. As he pulls up on these two guys trying to capture our base. The guy on the left made a mistake. The sniper. He made a mistake. He should have gone to the right of wrong way, to our right, beyond this rock. Having him next to the heavy tank didn't help them at all. Missed it by that much. He couldn't move. He just got lucky that the artillery shot was off. He could not move at all. His tracks are finally go. Sometimes you catch a break, 3 shots consecutively missed. He killed both of the guys. Now, Wrong Way has turned in a game that was -3 to dead even, and now he has the big advantage. His advantage here is that even as a small heavy tank, tier 4, he can acquire and fire at his target much faster than a roaming artilleryman. Now, Wrong Way is an artilleryman like myself, so he knows this as I do. He has the total advantage. The other advantage he has is that Sexton artillery cannot kill him from the front in one shot. It would take him at least 2 shots to do that. So what he's doing is just like, we agreed, go straight to the base. If the guy's there, you're going to kill him. If he's not there, you're going to capture the base unless he comes back, and then you'd kill him then, or outmaneuver him. But you don't have time to goof around. As soon as he killed the guys at our base, he had to go to their base. Because the Sexton is a little bit faster than this Needle. But if he didn't go to our base instantly, he would be at a disadvantage by screwing around and not knowing specifically what to do. The weakness of artillery is that every artillery knows he's easy to kill if he's caught in the open by a free roaming tank, a medium, a light, or a heavy, or a tank destroyer. So, like I said, the Needle has the total advantage. He's pulled this game out of the grave, 3 men down. It was 8-5. And he got down to where it was 4-1 and has eradicated dudes left and right. And actually, it's really funny. We're having a discussion. This guy's going to have a hard time getting back to defend his base. And so you'll see what he does as a result of this discussion we were having. It was a great idea. It was his idea, not mine. I was just, telling him I'll cover one side. I'll watch one side, he'll watch the other. So I was over here watching more of the right side here. If he shows up, and actually he ends up showing up. So that's the genius idea, is that he knows to park this guy with his rear against the wall, because forget about it. His artillery doesn't have enough firepower to get him in anything less than 2 shots. And even 2 shots is probably not correct. But he could get lucky, maybe. I would think there he is, the guy's coming. But he's like, nope, sorry, buddy. The artillery can't turn, he has no turret. His gun is limited to the front position. And so Wrong Way just outmaneuvers him easily. His smaller stature gives him a better turning capability. And now comes the good part. Seven kills. He wasn't sure, but I told him that was probably his record in this tank. That's a lot of kills for a needle, which was fantastic. So I wanted to show you guys this because it was just an awesome game. We were down 3 guys, man, and he was getting hammered. You know, he wasn't in pristine condition by any stretch of the imagination. And one of my friends, who's his friend, contacted me and said, yeah, you know, Wrong Way told me about it. I go, yeah, I told him I was going to make a video because it was just an awesome comeback, single-handed. And that's what I'm talking about, the difference makers. So I wanted to show you the light tank. And I told Wrong Way, I said, you know, I mean, I got MVP in the last game. He got MVP in this game. And I said, you know, this MVP is better than the one I got. Because mine was a free roaming speed light. I'm a medium, but it plays like a speed light. What he did was way harder. He's slower. He's pounded by artillery. Killed guys, 7 guys actually, which was fantastic. I only killed 3, which was great because they were 5s, as well as there were harder guys to kill. But I thought this was the better game because he was just awesome from a terrible situation. My situation is that we were winning most of the game, and at the end they got down to even, and so I just had to pull it out because again, I had a difference maker tank, and I tend to run difference makers because if something goes wrong and I'm the last guy, do I have a chance? And in a difference maker tank, and it's going to differ from every person, you're going to be better at some than others. If you're in a difference maker, things like this can happen. This is not an accident. It's a combination of luck and mastery of your tank. He demonstrated full mastery of the needle that you may not have seen very often, if ever. And that's why I wanted to show this off. He kicked so much butt because we were bad. We were in a bad shape, man. He was in the water, down 3 men, came back, cleaned house. What more can you say? That was an awesome performance, and I'm happy to have been there, actually. So that's what I wanted you guys to see. So this is the end of game screen for me, and I'll show you, where he ended up. I mean, I had a solid game that was very good. His was much better. Okay. I mean, I was third of my team. That was fine. He was MVP and deserved every bit of it with 1,182 damage, 226 assists in a heavy tank. Okay. He had more assist damage than I did, and I was on top of the mine. It was a phenomenal needle performance that hopefully you guys enjoyed because it was a kind of a work of art. But again, this is what happens when you play a difference maker tank. And boy, did he make a difference. So, it's like hats off to Wrong Way for just kicking butt. Big time. And it was it was after midnight. And he was like, man, that's a great game to end on. I go, yeah, we were thinking about it. That was going to be our last game. And what a way to go out with a fantastic victory. So it was really awesome. My friends are going to get to see this, and his friends as well, because it was just an awesome game. We had a bunch of really great games last night, though. We worked on those contracts, and it was terrific. So hopefully you can have some kind of similar experience like that. So Thanks for watching the video. Please like, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. It'll help us out a lot. It'll help your friends if they can see it as well. This is the kind of stuff that you just don't get to see from other people as a general rule. So get ready for Tuesday. We have a new season, and I made videos of it. It looked awesome. So hopefully you'll enjoy those. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks again.